How's it going, guys? Bill here today. Now I'm going to review One Piece chapter 1055, titled New Age. We see Uta before the chapter starts, and we see a couple panels from home. White Dale tells you that Uta is canon, and then to the actual chapter, we see the flower capital, then we see Nami and Otama, as well as Zeus, celebrating. Then we go to the fight, the Scabblards versus Ryokugu. And Yamato asks, why won't you let me fight? Especially since the Scabblards are getting beat up. And then Wado uses Fire Release, which is a pretty smart move against the Force. But I'm just kidding. You really think an attack like that would be effective against me, a Navy Admiral? I have a counter to that. Fireproof Forest. And then Wado gets taken out. And we see him taking out the rest of the Scabblards. Then we cut to where Robin and Sukiyaki is. And Law end up showing up and saying, since you won't with your crew, I knew something was up. And then Sukiyaki revealed that I never told Orochi Kaido about the passage, but since they had Jack, the All-Stars, a fisherman, half bleeded by the way, that it was discovered. Okay, this part confused people. When Law asked how far does this go down, and Sukiyaki says, let's see, I would say a few hundred years deep, which if you think about it, that doesn't really make any sense. That's just like saying, well, how far is the football field? And you say about 20 seconds. Yeah, but actually, what he means is not really length. He means he's answering how far it goes back. And it doesn't really make any sense if you think about it, of how Jack would be able to find it. The underwater Wano that was revealed whenever they got to the bottom. Unless if he found it before he got his devil fruit power. Now, a lot of people think that Jack is going to say Big Mom and Kaido from now, but I don't really think that's the case, especially since devil fruit users cannot swim. And it was also revealed that the Lode Poneglyph is down now, so they have 3 Lode Poneglyphs now. And Sukiyaki said, in order to awaken the sleeping ancient weapon Pluton, you'd have to literally open the Wano's borders. I did not expect that to be Pluton. I expected Pluton to be a sword, but this actually makes sense. Then we go back to the fight. Well, Aomaki said that if Kaido was still ruling, he wouldn't have showed up. It's ironic, though, that he's trying to go against Luffy, the one who defeated Kaido, which he doesn't know that Luffy defeated Kaido by himself, since in the newspapers it said that Luffy, Kid, and Law defeated Big Mom and Kaido, teaming up. He doesn't know that Luffy is actually stronger than Kaido, which is funny and ironic. And Yamato says, why don't we just call Luffy to help us? And Momo says, that's unacceptable. The same goes for you, do not touch him. After all that time chained up on Onigashima, you finally have the chance to be free. That is why I refuse to take your send-off. Up until now, I have continued to rely on Luffy, Zoro, and the others, but it is imperative to prove that those of us who are strong here can repel any enemy on our own. We still have to depend on the people who wish to leave. Now keep that in mind, wish to leave. Now, people think that confirms that Yamato's joining. I mean, that's kind of ambiguous right there. Now, okay, might say, why do you still think Yamato isn't going to join? That's not the point that I'm trying to make. The point that I'm trying to make is that it's not confirmed yet. I'm thinking that they're going to give us the answer after Film Red releases in Japan, just so they won't have to worry about not including Yamato in the film, since she'd be a Straw Hat already. See what I'm saying? Okay, let's go back to Momonosuke's speech. How can we look at any of you in the eyes and say that Wano is safe with us? That is true. Very true. If Momo always has to depend on the Straw Hats, then he really wouldn't be able to say with 100% certainty that Wano is safe with them, the Scabbards, and the rest of Wano. Unless if he fought Aomaki without their help and defeated them. And Momonosuke yelled, "Get out of Wano!" And Aomaki said a point. I guess even dragons can be pathetic. Which, yes, Momo was pathetic at first, but now he's not. Momo says, I said leave, and then fires boar breath at Aomaki. So, I'm guessing how you're able to awaken the boar breath is by anger. And this one hurt Aomaki, which would make sense, since Aomaki doesn't want to fight Kaido. But his aim is off, according to what Yamato said. And Aomaki said that his attack could have burned down the whole town, which says that Momo still has improvement to work on his attack. He probably doesn't know the strengths of the boar breath yet, how to control it, or the aim. So he still has a little bit of ways to go. And Aomaki says, I'll skill you and you won't be Kaido routine from mouth to tail. Which is kind of true, I guess, because the devil fruit behaves like Kaido's devil fruit. And then Conqueror's Haki from miles and miles away comes and attacks Aomaki, and which shocks Aomaki. And he's able to realize that it's the red-haired pirates, specifically Shanks, that sent him the Conqueror's Haki, and Aomaki is shocked that they're there too. Then we go back to where Shanks is, and yes, he did send the Conqueror's Haki to Aomaki, and it makes it look like he sent it through his sword. And some people on the crew said, be careful with your Conqueror's Haki, you knocked out the newbies on the crew. Which I guess he was too mad to control his Conqueror's Haki or something. Or maybe that's a new level of Conqueror's Haki, like advanced. And he even can't control advanced Conquerors. Or maybe it's a different form of advanced Conqueror's Haki. Like, I'll get to that in a minute. Shanks says, wouldn't you agree it's bad form to go after these worn-out saplings when they're exhausted from making pilot history? Does a new age frighten you that much? And All Might says, I get it already. It's not like I want to pick a fight with you guys. Not today, anyway. Which Almaki responded to it. I'm wondering if Almaki actually knows what Shanks says. I'm wondering if Shanks has the voice of all things and is able to add it to his advanced Conquerors Haki and send it to Green Bull in a voice where Almaki can hear it. And then we see a little bit from the Flower Capital. And then we see, well, the Monster Trio are Luffy plus his Monster Trio, Zoro, Sanji, and Jinbei. And they all say something. And Zoro, I think, asks, who was that? Talking about the Conquerors Haki. And Luffy smiles and says, a familiar face just popped into my head. So that means Luffy knows, or at least thinks, that it was Shanks. He might not be 100% sure, or he might be. So I was expecting for Luffy to know that the Red Hell pilots were there without Luffy meeting Shanks, which that part was correct. And then we see what looks to be the Red Force going away to exit Wano. So that probably means that the Red Hell pilots could have just came to stop Green Bull. But I also think to see Luffy awaken, I think that could be the two reasons of why Shanks showed up in Wano. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.